Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is SITI NURLIYANA binti Muhammad Ridhuan, number Matric 202117165 from A4CS2304B, and I will present about boutique application. Okay, first we'll see the class node. It's public class node, declaring object data, node next, public node data equals to null, next equals to null. Public node object data this.data equals to data, next equals to null. Public node object data node next this.data equals to data this.next equals to next. Public void set data object new data is to update the new data. Public void set next node new next is to update the new reference for next node. Public object get data and get next is used to get data, and public string to print. Next is empty list exception. This class is used to exception handler. Next is queue class. Public class queue extend linked list. In this class, we have enqueue method to insert data from back, and method dequeue to remove data from the front of the queue. Method data get front is used to get the first data from the queue. Then we have get end method to remove the data from back of the queue. Then we have public boolean is empty to check if the queue is empty, and public string print to print the queue. Then we have expression conversion class. This class is used to convert infix expression to postfix expression. There is 8 rules to convert infix to postfix expression. First, we will read the infix expression from left to right. If the character is an operand, we need to output it. Else, if the precedence of the scan operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack, or containing left parenthesis, then we will push it. Or else, pop all the operators from the stack, which are greater than or equal to the precedence of the operator that have been read. After that, we will push the operator that have been read into the stack. If the scan character is left parenthesis, then we will push it to the stack. Next is rule number 5. If the scan character is right parenthesis, pop the stack and output it until a left parenthesis is encountered. Then discard both parentheses. All the steps is repeat until infix expression is scanned. Then we can print the output. Lastly, we can pop and output from the stack until it is not empty anymore. Next is linked list class. Public boolean is empty is used to check whether the linked list is empty or not. Method print is used to print the data in the linked list. Insert at front is used to insert data at the front of the linked list. int size is to know the size of the linked list. Insert at back method is used to insert the data at the back of the linked list. Get first is to return the first element from the linked list. Get next is to return the next element from the linked list. And get last to return the last element from the linked list. Method remove from front is used to remove the first element from the linked list. And method remove from back is to remove the last element from the linked list. Next, we have class tag. In class tag, we have push method to push element into the stack, pop method to remove element from the stack, method pick, method boolean is empty, and method print to print the stack. Next is class close. In this class, we have details of the close, like the brand, price, type, and quantity. We have default constructor, normal constructor, mutator, accessor, and toString method to print the data. Lastly, we have main class. In this class, queue is declared as Q1 and stack is declared as S1. Then it will ask the user to enter the number of items the user want to enter, and then enter the item's brand, enter the item price and enter the item quantity. Also enter the item type. Next is to calculate the sum and average of the item entered by the user. While Q1 is not equals to is empty, then sum will be calculated. To calculate sum plus equals to quantity times price. For average, sum divided by n. Then the system will display sum of all items prices and average for items price. Next is to calculate maximum and minimum value. If get quantity is lower than mean, then mean value is equals to quantity. And if get quantity is bigger than max, then max value is equals to quantity. The system will print minimum quantity of item and maximum quantity of item. And for search item, the system will ask user, do you want to search any item? User can enter Y as yes and N for no. If user enter Y, then the user need to enter the item brand to be searched. If brand that entered by user is available, then the system will display info about the item. If the item is not available, then the system will display item is not found. Queue many is declared as a new queue and object D as a new object. If C19 is lesser than 5 or more than 5, many queue will end queue. Stack S1 will push into the queue. While many queue is not equals to is empty, then the system will display the items details from queue. Same goes to display all info in the stack. Push method is used. Next, to delete data in the stack, the user will be asked, are you sure want to delete stack data? Y for yes and N for no. When the user enter Y, then the stack will be cleared. Lastly, for converting infix to postfix expression, user will be asked, do you want to use stack expression Y for yes and N for no? If the user entered Y, then they need to enter the infix expression to convert. After that, the postfix expression will be displayed to the user. And if user entered N, then the system will display exit conversion expression. Firstly, user need to enter the number of item. Then they need to enter the item's brand. After that, user need to enter item price, item's quantity, and item type. This process will be repeated until all the number of items is filled. The system will automatically calculate the sum of the item price, average for all item price, minimum quantity for the item, and maximum quantity of the item. After that, user will be asked to search the item, Y for yes. Then user need to enter the item brand. If the item is available, then we will display the item information. The system will be also display all info in the queue except for the brand that we entered to search just now. And also the system will display all info in the stack. The system will display informations of other brand. If user want to delete data in the stack, they can enter Y for yes and N for no. If the data is deleted, then it will display done clear stack. After that, user will be asked, do you want to use stack expression Y for yes and N for no? If user entered Y, then they need to enter infix expression into the system. Then the system will convert the infix expression entered into the postfix expression.